OhYoNameTaty back again with another video. In today's video, we'll be doing the review to The Flash Season 6, Episode 2. So, before I get started, I just have to say, Grant Gustin is a phenomenal actor. I mean, we've been knew this, but it seems like every time him or Candace do a phenomenal job, like it's just, you just have to give them praise, you know? They bring it every Tuesday, bitch. I don't know why we try to act like this is something new to us, but I just feel like sometimes you need to appreciate the actors for what they do, because that's not an easy job. And I feel like what he did last Tuesday was not easy by any means. And so I just, you know, wanted to thank him and wanted to give my appreciation for what he does. And you know, because last Tuesday was just a beautiful performance that he put on. So I just wanted to put that out there. So let's get started, right? Okay, so it starts off with Barry and Iris, and they're still in the time vault. I'm guessing that no time passed in this episode. Yeah, I'm guessing no time passed in this episode. So right after the monitor says what he says and disappears, Iris and Barry are talking and trying to figure out how to prevent what is happening. And, you know, Iris is a strong black woman, I must say, because I don't think any other person in Iris's shoes could do it. Because I know me personally, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do what she does. I couldn't try and be optimistic in a moment like that, and then on top of that still work, do my job, trying to build my business, and I just couldn't do it. Like, she's just a strong woman, and that's why, that is just another reason why I think that she is perfect for Barry, because he's a strong man and he goes through things outside of Team Flash and outside of Barry and Iris' relationship. As we can see, like, he's dealing with a whole person telling him he must die to save a whole universe. So a strong person like Barry needs an equally strong woman by his side, and I think Iris is the perfect person for him. And I must say that I like this new setup, girl. I like this new setup where everything begins and ends with westallen. Kind of like in season 3, where we would get where when the show first starts, it would be a westallen scene, or it would be a Joe, Barry, and Iris scene, and then it ends with a westallen scene. I kind of like that format of things. So we see Cisco, Caitlin, Ralph, and Kamila, blah, 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 blah. And you know, I'ma say it. I think Kamila and Cisco are cute. I think, I don't know if Cisco acts differently around her than he did with Gypsy. I don't really know if he does or not. I can't really pinpoint if he's different in this relationship than he was with Gypsy, because honestly, they don't show them enough for me to actually know the difference. Like, yes, Gypsy and Cisco's relationship was like the afterthought after Barry and Iris, and they were kind of like in the same boat as Joe and Cecile. Like, people like, okay, they're in a relationship, we're gonna see scenes of them, but they're not the main priority, you know? But with Kamila and Cisco, we hardly see them together. Like, in season 5, we didn't see anything, and then they were in a full-blown relationship by episode 22. And now it's just like, we don't know their favorite color. We don't know nothing about Kamila. We don't know nothing. We just know she's a photographer, and Killer Frost hate her photography. That's all we know. And so I don't know, girl. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know. I think they're cute, though. I do. So Joe and Cecile, blah, 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 blah. So now we're about to watch the scene with Barry, Iris, and Barry about to go to the day. Well, he thought he was about to go to the day after he vanishes. So let's watch.
Are you sure? Yeah. Where we go?
I have to say this, girl. They looking real expensive. Like, he got on the leather chucks, and those are not cheap. And her whole outfit looks like it's cost like $250. So, and you know, this is what I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for the version of Barry. If you guys watch my live, I always says I'm waiting for the Barry that creates Gideon, or the Barry that creates something, because we know Barry is very smart. But with Cisco and Caitlin there, it kind of they kind of dumb him down a little bit, like he don't know what the hell he doing. And let's pause real quick and take it back, because I accidentally passed it. But yes, you guys, they kiss. We gonna take it right here. If you listen carefully, he tell her to come here and whatever. I was about to cuss, but he tell her to come here like, oh, that's new. Like, we ain't never heard him do that before. That's real new. He real secure. Like, And I love to see Grant run. Like, he has the perfect run. Like, he got it down pat. Like, if you guys see behind the scenes, they're not actually running. They're fake running. So, but he makes it look so realistic. Like, he's just amazing. He's just amazing. But yeah, it's this new thing called Antimatter. Hopefully they explain it tomorrow. Hopefully they explain what antimatter is. I guess it's something that protects the Speed Force. I'm not really sure. I think that I'm wrong. I think I'm wrong that it protects the Speed Force, because it never did that until now. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But hopefully they explain it tomorrow. So Gideon advises Barry to go see Earth 3's Jay Garrick. I already did the reaction video to that, so you guys go, all you gotta do is just swipe over and I'm pretty sure it'll play. Go ahead and check it out, girl, because it's funny and I know you guys love to laugh. But one thing that I didn't notice until now, but Jay Garrick said that in order for Barry to use that little machine where he puts on the hat and sees the billions of timelines that he creates in order to save himself, we know now that Barry is in his peak. Like, he's in his peak. Like, he's in top shape, top speed, everything. And I've been waiting for this moment for Barry to be in his prime. Like, you know, like, he's like the LeBron James of speedsters now. Like, nobody can beat him. You know, and I'm just so happy because I've been waiting. Like, we gotten to see the Flash from the beginning, where he didn't know anything, where he could barely go past Mach 2, to now in season 6 where Mach 2 was like easy for him. Like, Mach 2 was like getting some gas or something, or going to the liquor store real quick. You know, like, it's just so easy for him now. So I'm really excited for that. So Barry wakes up and again, I have to say that this scene in particular was by far my favorite scene to watch of this episode. To see someone, like, it just felt so real. Like, I even got emotional watching this scene because, first of all, it's hard to lay down and cry. Have any of y'all ever tried to lay down and force yourself to cry? It's not easy. And I'm pretty sure that they did multiple takes of this scene. And, you know, it was just so heart-wrenching. Heart-wrenching? Yeah. And when he was like, I saw billions of possibilities, and, you know, it was just a great job. And also, it was very scary for him to see billions of possibilities of where he tried to save himself and save the universe, where he tried to save Iris and Caitlin and Cisco and all of them, and it just didn't work. They always ended up dying until he decided to finally see one possibility where he was able to save everybody, but in doing that, he killed himself. Now, what I want to know is, if this Barry vanishes, where does he vanish to? Because in the comic books, he's not dead. He's just vanished. He just vanishes, but he comes back. Well, I don't know. Maybe that's a different time that he vanishes, because he vanishes multiple times, and so does Wally West. But I remember reading in the comic books one time that he vanished. He was gone for 25 years. And then that's when they did the whole storyline of Iris actually being from another Earth, like she comes from a different time or something. Like, I remember reading, like, where, because she didn't, I forgot, like, somehow she didn't age, and he was wondering, well, how she didn't, I forgot. Maybe I'm mixing the two storylines, but I remember reading one where he came back 25 years later. Or was it like 56 years later? Whatever. Some years later he came back. And then there was another storyline where Iris actually came from a different timeline or a different Earth or something like that. I don't know, I'm confused. But as I was saying, like, what if this is the Flash that ends up saving everybody in season 2? Like, what if he vanishes and appears there to help Barry from season 2 stop whatever that thing was from happening where where Zoom wanted to destroy all the Earths and he conquer every Earth or something like that. Yeah. I don't know. It's just so many possibilities of how they can go with this season. Like, they can do anything they want. Like, and they're bringing a lot of people. I heard that Lucifer is going to be a part of the crossover too. Like, they bringing so many. There's 3 Supermans there. Like, they are not playing with us this year. Like, they are going in, and I am scared. I'm so scared. Like, I'm really, really scared. Now I'm about to watch the scene with Barry and Iris once Barry gets home from Earth 3.
It was risky to move here, but I needed to see you. Which we understand. Yeah. Thank you.
You know, and this scene did not go the way I thought it was.
That same way when we first met. I'm sorry.
Oh, wow, this is the first time Iris is meeting Nora as an adult. Like, I'm pretty sure she's met her as a kid before, but dang, this is the first time that we're seeing Iris meet Nora. Well, Joanne. I wonder what her, well, okay, never mind. That must be hard for both of them, honestly. But I hope to see Jay Garrick and Joanne again. Like, I hope they keep bringing them back.
Antimatter and figure out a way to prevent whatever crisis is coming.
But yeah, as I was saying, I expected this scene to go totally different. Like, I expected Iris to just, like, caress him or hold him. You know, because he was really going through it. He was really sad. Whoa. Y'all saw that? Let's take it back. Let's take it back a little bit.
Find a way.
I saw you.
Oh, wait a minute, girl. They did something to this audio. You know what? I'm gonna give them a big because if you watch it, it says I saw you. He's mouthing Cisco and Caitlyn, but for some reason the audio when he says Cisco is not coming out. And a little known fact, you guys know how reality stars, when they get mad, they be like, take off my mic. Actors actually wear mics too. They want to pick up everything, any movement, sound, any like huff or sigh. They want to pick that up because they want movies and television, they want things to be as realistic as possible. So any sigh, any cough, any weird sound or gesture to make the characters as realistic as possible, they will. So my thing is this, girl, who messed with the audio to make him not say Cisco? It just, because when I was watching it live, I was like, okay, Iris and Caitlyn, but what about everybody else? Like I've never come across something where Barry is kind of scared and trying to protect somebody, and the first thing he says is Iris, and then not include Joe or not include Cisco, but only say Iris and Caitlyn. Like, that was just very weird to me. So I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt, y'all, and say like something happened with the audio there, like they messed up. But then again, they do get paid a pretty coin to do this. Like, the microphone people do get paid, girl, and then microphone holders. So they got a microphone on their back or attached somewhere on their bodies, and then on top of that, they got the guy that be holding the mic right here with it. And y'all telling me all that money that's being spent over there in Vancouver, and y'all gonna mess up this little audio up? Like, I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, but I ain't giving them the benefit of the doubt. Because, girl, how you mess up something that easy? Maybe they did it on purpose. I don't know. But then again, it's so, the way they did it is so messy, and I would because this is expensive. This stuff is expensive. Like, it is not cheap to do a show. Like, it is not cheap at all. So my thing is, like, if they really wanted to get away with it, why didn't they just edit it, like do a different camera angle, like how it was facing, like how after he said I saw you, why didn't the camera angle switch to us seeing Iris, so it would have been a smooth transition for them to get away with us not seeing that he said Cisco. That's what I would have done, girl. But that's why I'm thinking, like, maybe it was an accident, because y'all smoother than that. Like, that ain't it, girl. That ain't it. And if they did it on purpose, what is y'all doing? Why? Give me a reason if they did it on purpose. But I'm not trying to think that they did it on purpose. I don't know. Let's continue. Oh, hell, I don't even care. Y'all know what happened in the scene, girl. I don't even want to watch it no more. Okay, and so Killer Frost is kind of getting the storyline, and I'm kind of excited for it a little bit, because I felt like they were using Caitlyn as more of a prop than a character. You know what I'm saying? Like, they would use Caitlyn when it was convenient. Like, oh, she's a doctor, let her do some medical stuff. Like, oh, we're trying to bring a new villain in, let's make her connected to the villain in some type of way, rather versus a love interest like Jay, or something that has to deal with the storyline like Julian. And now she's friends with Ramsey Rosso, or whatever his name is, fine self. And I kind of got tired of that. Like, why is Caitlyn's character only used for the benefit of someone else? Like, she never had a storyline where it was just hers. Like, she only had a storyline when it would make sense to fit in the storyline. Like, and then they would give her random episodes that made no sense at all and didn't have anything to do with the storyline once they try to do something different with her character. So I'm kind of glad that they're doing this Killer Frost thing now, because I feel like she's easier and more fun for the writers to write. Like, she's so Killer Frost is so unpredictable. We don't know what she's gonna say. She could be mean, she could be happy, she could be sad. Like, I feel like Caitlyn is so, like, predictable and monotone and boring, and Killer Frost is definitely more interesting. So I'm excited. I'm happy for I'm honestly happy for Danielle that she actually gets something to work with now. So let's watch the scene with Ultraviolet and Barry. Now, I honestly thought that this outfit was sickening, boots to the house down, girl. Like, oh God, if you watch RuPaul's Drag Race, you'll understand it. But yeah, I was so here for this. It just looks so sick. Like, her Catwoman outfit, the mask, like, the hair is... Like, I'm just so here for it. Like, I just thought that this character was so interesting. I would have loved to see them, like, investigate more into her character and who she really is. But I'm fine with this. I thought this was cool. And she looks sickening boots, the outfit, the hair, the mask, girl. Here comes Joe with that little pistol that don't do nothing. I'm getting sick of them doing that. Like, stop embarrassing Joe like that, like he don't know what he doing. Stop bringing that little gun to a metahuman show. Like, what is that pistol supposed to do, Joe? Please. He just so flexible. He like a little acrobat, you know, girl? Cause you know what they say about dancers, right? Y'all know what they say about dancers. And Grant is definitely a dancer, honey. Okay, I don't care, girl. Watch it yourself. I don't care. Okay, so we about to watch this last little scene with Barry and Iris after Nora and I keep calling her Nora, Joanne and Jay leave. He is looking like, Grant is looking real grown. Like, in season 1, he was, well, they both were like a baby. Like, they were like, oh, they were so cute. And now they like grown, honey. Like, we watched them grow on TV. See, that's why, because she said she was scared too. That's why I expected a different scene when I watched the couch scene. Like, I really thought that she was just gonna like hold him and like let him like cry in her shoulder or something like that. But instead, like, she just got mad because, well, I guess she was scared because he had no faith anymore. Like, he was just like, I'm gonna die, I have to die. And she just had to like walk away and get away from that and like dive into her work. He just said he couldn't leave her. And you know, a lot of people on Twitter were saying, like, when Iris said that, I thought that he was gonna say something else, but instead he talking about Team Flash. Girl, I thought that they was gonna make a baby right then and there. I did too. I was like, why she say that? Just for him not to say what I thought he was gonna say. Like, whatever, girl. Okay, so we find out that Cecile wants to be a lawyer for metahumans now, and I think that was a good idea. When Cecile got powers in season 4, I thought it was the stupidest thing ever. But I think that the writers now are trying to find a way for it to make sense, trying to find a way for Joe and Cecile and Iris to do something and build something that is much greater and bigger than themselves. You know, like Iris is building her business, Joe is now the captain, and Cecile wants to be a lawyer for metahumans. I think that that's a great idea. So we know what's her name, girl? I don't know, Alejandro? What is her name, girl? I didn't forget old girl name. The girl, she working for Iris now. She gonna be a little intern. I don't know how old she is. I think she probably like 16, 17 years old. So can she really work there? I don't know. But she a little intern, so she ain't gonna get paid. She might get she might get a little stipend or something. I don't know. I think she might get a stipend. And last but not least, girl. Last but not least, we find out that Arrow got permission from the writer, from the people on the Flash to wipe out Earth 2. I was so disappointed. If they got permission to wipe out Earth 2, then we get permission to do whatever we want to do for Arrow now, okay? Like, I get it. Arrow is going off. They want to do things big, banging, and bad. They just want to be a bad bitch over there. Like, I get it. Arrow wants to be that girl. Like, the Arrow over there really wants to be that girl. I get it. But don't do it at our expense. Like, we didn't even get a chance to say goodbye. And you gonna kill Jesse, you killed Harry, you killed Earth 2's Barry and Iris, and possibly they kids. Like, we know they had kids. We know they had kids, girl. And you telling me that you was like, oh, we want to do something big, so we asked the people on the Flash if we could get rid of Earth 2, and they gave us a permission to get rid of Earth 2. Like, oh, it just pissed me off when I found that out, because I possibly I wanted to eventually for the Flash to revisit Earth 2, or at least a different Earth, and to see another version of Barry and Iris. Like, that's what I wanted. And for them to just kill them off, like, dang, like, that's so messed up. Like, I'm so upset about that. Like, I don't care what Arrow was trying to do. Like, y'all, I get it. Like, I get it. Like, y'all want to be that. Y'all want to be that girl. I get it. But you will never be that girl just because you did that. Like, come up with your own stuff. Why y'all trying to take ours? Like, first y'all took our wedding, then you messed up our... Arrow just take everything from us. It's like, we couldn't have one simple thing with Barry and Iris when they got married on a little, mind you, Barry and Iris got married by the waterfront where Barry kissed Iris for the first time, season 1, episode 15. And then Oliver and Felicity gonna interrupt like, hold up, I want to get married to my mans too. Y'all messed that up. Now you telling me you took Earth 2 away from us? Like, y'all only had one person from Earth 2, which was Laura Lance. Like, y'all only had one person. We had multiple people from Earth 2 on the Flash. And y'all just decided to take y'all little... You know what? I'm done. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and